'Twas the day before Christmas, and Santa was napping. Not a thought in his head in the year-long hibernation. But suddenly awoken by the wind or a spirit, Santa loudly proclaimed, "My God, tomorrow's Christmas!" Santa stood from his chair and rolled through the table, took the elevator down to his naughty or nice station, checked his list not once, not twice, not even a third time, because there's stuff on the table and he couldn't see it. Santa ran through the halls and ran through the door, out into the snowfall, to spread Christmas cheer. Ah, what a beautiful night this is to deliver toys to all the little children of the world. Just thinking of all their smiling faces makes my heart so full of joy. This weather's getting kind of intense though. I can't really see where I'm going anymore. Oh my goodness! We start our run as Santa entering Limgrave, where he sees the biggest god-dang Christmas tree he's ever seen. This is also where we meet our first naughty list contender, judging by the bloody hands and feet and clothes and soul, Vare, and Santa doesn't want any part of this at all. We head over to the Church of Ele, where we meet our biggest fan, Kale. Kale conveniently found one of our sleigh runners, and since we're his hero, he hands it right over to us for protection. We got a nice friendly hello. Checked up on the soldier who just couldn't seem to take that item. And from here we meet another NPC who's on the nice list, Melina.
Have you heard of they, sir? But you, I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me.
From here, Melina gives us our mode of transportation, one of our reindeer, whichever one you like the best.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Traveling further down Limgrave, we run into our new friend, Bach.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Well, then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon.
Lo and behold, he was no use at all. We make our way over to the entrance to Stormveil, where we fight our first real challenge.
Foul tarnished. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell.
You've been naughty listed. From here, Melina appears out of thin air and teleports us to the Round Table Hold. Here we meet an old, somewhat backstabby feeling man, a fashionista, a blind man,
I see you've just arrived.
and a stony rock man blacksmith guy. Just so happens we had an extra hammer, so Merry Christmas to you. We head to the next room where we meet Fia,
Greetings, great. I am Fia. Circumstances, great. Perhaps you might doing so. And you, do you think it vulgar? Where I come from,
where we learn she wants to hold us,
but should you
and we say hell no, because Mrs. Claus is the only lady for us. And Encha's here too, I guess. Heading into Stormveil, we meet the creepiest Gostock.
You're tarnished. It's tight. The guards, you'll breach the... Well, but of course. The gates! Open the gates!
And while he did warn us not to use the main gate, we're still ticked the hell off. Running further into Stormveil, we meet Nefeli Lu.
And warrior like you. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me.
And we did. We then head in to fight our first shard bearer, Godric the Grafted.
Well, I command thee.
You're naughty listed too.
I am the Lord of all that is golden.
Don't worry, Godric, we still got you a nice little present. Merry Christmas. After Godric, we get our first look at Liurnia of the Lakes, where the money shot's a little rained out. We pass through the gate to Liurnia Academy, where we fight our second shard bearer, Renala.
Hush, little Calva.
I think she would have been on the nice list, but we're gonna put her on the naughty list anyway. We then head to Fort Height to pick up the first half of the Dectus Medallion, and to Fort Ferrith for the second half. Running through Liurnia of the Lakes, we run into Raya, who tells us that a guy named Boggart has taken her necklace,
You trying to start something, mate?
and we get it back.
Oh yes, that is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly.
Here we do a little backtracking to Murkwater Cave, where we meet a familiar face.
Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Cough up your coin! All of it! Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all!
After dealing with Patches and heading to Mount Gelmir, Santa sees the naughtiest thing he's ever seen, which makes him so mad he cell divides into two separate Santas. Needless to say, both Santas make quick work of Rykard, Lord of Naughtiness. This also marks our third shard bearer down. Over in Caelid, Santa heads to the Radahn festival, and it's no party he wants anything to do with, marking our 4th shard bearer down. His intentions are nice, and his actions are naughty. Santa heads underground to fight the regal ancestor spirit, and as beautiful and sad as this fight is, it's still a remembrance, so you gotta go. Sorry, buddy, but you are on the nice list. Heading back underground to fight Estelle, natural born of the void, who is clearly naughty. Just look at it. That's our 6th remembrance down. Heading even further underground, Santa fights Lich Dragon Fortisax, a death-blighted dragon friend to Godwyn. And you're gonna go on the nice list just for the circumstances. Santa heads up to the capital city of Leyndell to fight the Godfrey Shade, and he's dead. Omen King Morgott up next, who is another shard bearer and remembrance boss, and while your intentions may be nice, you are ultimately naughty. Good day, sir. Our regular game audio cut out for this transition through the mountaintops of the giants, so here's some nice relaxing Christmas jazz. Santa's magical jingle tingle took us to the giant conquering hero's grave to fight an ancient hero of Zamor who had found one of Santa's sleigh runners. Now we can dual-wield deadly Christmas cheer. All the way at the tippity top of the mountaintops of the giants, we fight the last ever fire giant. He gets taken out with a couple jump attacks here and there, and that's another remembrance boss down. Melina lights herself and the enormous Christmas tree on fire, where we get teleported to Farum Azula and fight the bumbling Godskin duo. From the Godskin duo, we go to fight Malekith, Keeper of Destined Death. Or, I guess right now he's the Beast Clergyman, but spoiler alert, he's Malekith. And Santa's magic might takes down another one. Malekith, you're on the naughty list. And we're taking your Destined Death thingy. Waking up in ashy Leyndell, we got double-crossed by Gideon. Who would have thought?
None shall take the throne.
You're banished to the naughty list forever. After beating up Gideon, we come face to face with the first Elden Lord, Godfrey.
The first Elden Lord.
Who promptly gets walloped. I'm not sure why, but I feel like he would be on the nice list, so enjoy that. Deep in the Elden Throne, we find out that Marika was Radahn all along. But Santa's a force to be reckoned with. Naughty list. The Elden Beast turns Radahn into its own sword. And it should have learned how to use it better. Santa killed God. I guess it's nice list? Sure, why not? Santa transcends space and time back in Farum Azula to fight Dragon Lord Placidusax. But Santa turned it into a dead lizard. Naughty list? We had some faux pas in Elfile, dying to that little crystal attack there. And the same thing happened in the same exact spot yet again. Then trying to be too cautious, I died anyway. Further in Elfile, Santa had heard all of the stories about how tough Melania was and how crazy she is, so he got so upset yet again and practiced cell division. And it was worth it because Santa takes out the goddess of rot herself with his other half.
The mark of a true lord.
Santa goes underground one more time for one last boss, the evilest person in the lands between, the devil basically. And Moog is down with this other half yet again. Santa meets a strange person who informs him of a way to get back to the North Pole. Santa had been duped.